Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The Bucs at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On 2nd down, Eckler.
I'm not slaying this little old ass motherfucker.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top
100
rushers of all
video
time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st down, it's Brooks, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How we can win.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Oh, where the play clock at? This nigga, goddamn.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Whoa.
Nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on.
Going the other way for 6.
Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Here's Watson.
Run.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
How you feeling, Nas? How you feeling, Nas? How you feeling?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Look at Nas. Look at Nas. Okay.
Well, Charles, he's still a young
bro, tell me Drake Grant. His spot is not promised.
As a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Play action. McGee. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Forced out to his left.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Off the play fake. McGee. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. McGee over the middle. He finds Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. McGee. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers will get the football back. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He's out of bounds on the 12-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Smith. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Smith. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Smith. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training,
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off-play action. McGee. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, McGee. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Smith going to try and run with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they showed what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McGee. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And, Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 bouts of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Smith now to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. but you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, McGee. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. McGee. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McGee. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. There's Trimble, the tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, McGee. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McGee. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith fighting to stay upright. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
19 right, 19.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
But yeah.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, McGee. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. McGee. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Back to throw. McGee. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McGee. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And this one is right down Broadway. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Throwing to start the drive. McGee.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. McGee. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. McGee. This pass complete to Higgins.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pushes him over. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Derek Brown
Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodriguez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down. McGee. This is swung, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble.
They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, McGee. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now.
And they take a knee. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're
there are battles to
Oh.
I never touch y'all hoes. New Jersey, nigga. What you talking about? Y'all think gonna do shit? Y'all broke ass. Y'all saying hoes couldn't come out with dealing with me if y'all wanted to. Y'all nigga got me f***ed up. Boy, y'all bitch ass better start playing with my name. Nigga, I ain't never coming to y'all city. Y'all nigga on broke, nigga. Broke ass, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I never touch y'all hoes. New Jersey, nigga. What you talking about? Y'all think gonna do shit? Y'all broke ass. Y'all saying hoes couldn't come out with dealing with me if y'all wanted to. Y'all nigga got me f***ed up. Boy, y'all bitch ass better start playing with my name. Nigga, I ain't never coming to y'all city. Y'all nigga on broke, nigga. Broke ass, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I never touch y'all hoes.
He mad as fuck.
Jersey, nigga. What you talking about?
inside your heart. Is there any room for me? Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I would have to hold my breath till you get down on my knees. Cause you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me? Would you ever picture us? Every time I comb my hair, it was me unfair. You find me you disappear. Cause what's the point of playing? It was never even enough. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? But I is a way up. He doesn't see her. You're not thinking anymore.
Tonight will be the last night we'll be sleeping in this place. Like, this is... Hello.
Her phone ringing back to back, that nigga think she at the
Reasons why. Bounce, machine walk, bounce, machine walk, bounce, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk. Bounce, machine walk, bounce, machine walk, bounce, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk, clap, machine walk. I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. I'm out. So I got one. Oh, this is 800 pounds. 800 solid ass pounds. 800 pounds. Never in my life. The first time for everything. That's why we live in this world. Woo! Oh, baby. All right, big boy. Show you boys how we work out. Show them how we do it in Texas. Yeah. Lightweight. Go. Lightweight, baby. Show these California boys how we work out. Yeah, buddy. Good. All right. Oh, this is 800 pounds. 800 solid ass pounds. 800 pounds. Let's see. Okay.
mother's in it, she don't understand it. I took her to Miami, she got a big old bag, got a shit that shit so fatty. She gon' call me Subi, bitches call me Daddy. She gon' swimming in that can, I'm a dog in that can, how the gang we did on that. Bitch, I'm mother's in it, she don't understand it. I took her to Miami, she got a big old bag, got a shit that shit so fatty. She gon'
Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. Y'all like that idea? Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. Y'all like that idea? Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. Y'all like that idea? Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best. Y'all like that idea? Fuck it, everybody get naked. Let's see who pussy the best.
Let's talk therapy. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't an easy decision to start therapy, but now I can say it was
How Abraham Lincoln really looks. Yes, Abraham Lincoln was black.
This is why I make the videos that I make, and this is why it's so important to talk about African history before, during, and after colonialism, okay? So let's learn something new and learn about the fact that that is not Abraham Lincoln. Let's get started. I'm going to take about 2-3 minutes of your time. This theory that that's Abraham Lincoln has been talked about since 2015, and it has been on Facebook for years now and been shared over 200,000 times. He mentioned in his previous video, when you Google search Abraham Lincoln, these are the type of photos that will show up. Well, the reason why those photos show up is because it's freaking him. Okay? There was over 130 photos taken of him throughout his life. This is Abraham Lincoln. Now, what I always say is origins always matter. We're going to talk about Augustus Washington. Augustus Washington was born a free black man in 1820 in New Jersey. He was a successful photographer and daguerreotypist. Here are one of the advertisements the Hartford Daily did in 1852. It says, Washington is at home and daily executing beautiful and correct miniatures equal to in this country at his uncommonly cheap prices. Now we're going to fast forward to 1852 when Augustus Washington decided that he was going to move to Liberia. Now the reason why he moved to Liberia was because of the American Colonization Society. They sold a dream that emancipated or free blacks to Africa and start their own colony free of racism, discrimination, blah, blah, blah. If you want to read the history of Liberia and how that did not work out well, please do so. Now, unfortunately, during those times, disclaimer, during those times, it was very important to assimilate to white culture and be accepted by white people for some black people. And unfortunately, Augustus Washington turned into that type of person as well. Not only him, but other black people that moved to Liberia. In Liberia, he was commissioned by the American Colonization Society to take photos to make everything look good, make the optics look good, make their new colony look good, and that everything is working out well. And as we know, if you know the history of Liberia, that was not the case. Now, Augustus Washington took all of these photos when he was in Liberia. All of these photos are of the middle and upper class leaders in Liberia. His photography was very popular due to the fact that he took a photo of the abolitionist John Brown. If you don't know about him, read about him. Just so we're clear, while we're trying to make Abraham Lincoln black, he was not. Abraham Lincoln supported the American Colonization Society, a controversial group whose goal was to remove free blacks from the United States. As you can see here, Abraham Lincoln was not removing them from the United States because of kindness out of his heart. He just wanted us to be free. He wanted us to be get out of my land. Get out of America. That's what he wanted. And Augustus Washington also took free. He wanted us to be American Colonization Society, a controversial group whose goal was to remove free blacks from the United States. As you can see here, Abraham Lincoln was not removing them from the United States because of kindness out of his heart, and he just wanted us to be free. He wanted us to be get out of my land. Get out of America. That's what he wanted. And Augustus Washington also took this photo of an unidentified black man in Liberia who was either of middle, upper class, or political leadership, because that's the only photos Augustus Washington took. So this is not Abraham Lincoln. And this is why I say it's so important to talk about African history before, during, and after colonialism, because African history is world history. I hope you learned something new. And
this scientist accidentally dropped a piece of buttered bread on the floor. However, he was surprised to find that the buttered side of the bread hits the ground first every time, even when the bread was placed 5 centimeters from the table. The result was still the same. The scientist's head was bald from thinking about it, and he couldn't figure it out. What was going on? He then accidentally glanced at the cat on the test bench, so he tried to use the cat for an experiment, but he threw it 49 times in a row. Each time, the cat landed firmly on all 4 feet first. The scientist, who was already puzzled, was now even more bewildered. When he turned around and saw the workers who were working hard to generate electricity, the scientist had a daring idea. He placed a buttered slice of bread on the cat's back. Then he ripped the tape and wrapped the bread and the cat firmly together. He wanted to see who would hit the ground first, but as the scientist let go of his hands, the cat with the buttered bread tied to it, at a speed of 3 dry revolutions per second, it spun wildly, even though sparks were coming out. There was no sign that it was about to hit the ground. The scientist was completely dumbfounded. Have I accidentally built a perpetual motion machine? So he carefully put the cat into the generator. As the cat was tumbling wildly, the light bulb in the lab snapped to life, and immediately afterwards, the energy-starved town, all the lights came on. The scientist was overjoyed. Oh, my God, the perpetual motion machine that no one had ever worked out. I built it. I'm such a genius. This scientist accidentally dropped a piece of buttered bread on the floor. However,
God made 6 billion men, and none of them are as tough as Chael Sonnen, Frank Mir, and Fedor Emelianenko. Boys, neither one of you is the best, but one of you is next. I gotta know, if you get a chance, which one do you want to fight? Because it's your first day on the job, Chael will stick around, John. I have no preference. I got the biggest arms, I got the greatest charm, and I do all the harm. Doesn't matter who you fight. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, or 5-on-1. I'll make them all need 9-1-1. God made 6 billion men, and none of them are as tough as Chael Sonnen.
First of all, I'm cold. Of the traditional gospel writers are disciples. I'm cold.
Pants, no afro, no shirt, blowing purple. I'm not a star, just a regular old hood nigga.
He's hurt. Mahomes is hurt. He'll get up limping. Keep your eye on Mahomes.
Oh, bro, limping.
A re-injured ankle here for Patrick Mahomes.
He rolled it.
What we were afraid of, he's in agony on the sideline right now.
He is hurt on that ankle. I'm good. I'll be fine. Is it coming back? It's feeling a little bit better now. It's just on the outside's a little sore now.
And he's hurt.
Put a finger.
Sometimes.
Different kind of pressure on these teams, respectively.
Luka looking to tie his career high with 8 made threes and nearly did with a bounce. Cleveland going after the ball. And his tip-in was missed, and Hayward takes out a rebound. And Charlotte, in the span of about 36 hours, is going to...
It's a different kind of pressure on these teams.
That attitude, we'll see where it gets.
Look at this. He throws it up. Look at that elite ball placement. That's elite ball. That's elite ball placement.
That was my bad.